favor. While he mandated that the jury leave the room, he allowed Bryant to tell her story. Although she confessed in 2008 that none of it was true, she testified in court that Till forcibly held her hand, asked her for a date, grabbed both of her hips, and propositioned her with unprintable words. The jury did not need to be in the room. They heard Bryant's tale by other means, and they acted on it. 9 of the 12 jurors later confided that they voted to acquit the murderers not because they believed the men were innocent, they did not, and not because they doubted the identity of the body, the open argument of the defense, but rather because of what happened at Bryant's grocery. The simple fact was that a Negro had insulted a white woman. Her husband would not be prosecuted for killing him. By May 2011, however, the partisan history of Bryant's grocery had been long lost. If in 1955 the possibility of justice hinged on whether or not Bryant's grocery was the essential background of the murder, by 2011 the contest over the site was drowned out amidst the pomp and circumstance of the Mississippi Freedom Trail. From a bitterly contested site, the process of commemoration transformed the grocery into the unquestioned origination point of the murder. Irony of ironies, when the Till family gathered at the remains of the grocery to unveil the Freedom Trail, they unwittingly endorsed the same argument that once convinced 9 jurors to acquit 2 murderers. The old racially charged geography that once assured the undeserved freedom of Till's killers was now advanced by the MDA and put in the service of the state's epic struggle for equality. The late emergence of Bryant's grocery as the unquestioned starting point of the murder perfectly captures the primary storyline of Remembering Emmett Till, the deep intertwining of race, place, and commemoration. Because the simple fact that a black boy insulted a white woman hinged on the establishment of the grocery as the origination point of the murder, the act of commemorating the grocery registered in the domains of both geography and race. The moment the Freedom Trail sign went up, it was no longer racist to say that the murder began at the grocery. This lesson holds across time. Since 1955, practices of Emmett Till commemoration have been calibrated to both racial commitments and the ever-changing meaning of the Mississippi Delta. Race, place, and commemoration always shift in tandem. Remembering Emmett Till tells 5 stories about race, place, and memory. Together they tell the complete story of Till's commemoration in the Mississippi Delta, accounting for long silences and brief, passionate outbursts of memorial investment. They tell the backstories of the signs and museums that now punctuate portions of the land where Till was killed. They reveal a world of controversy, patronage, nepotism, and enduring racism lurking just behind the placid surface of polished historical markers. At times, these controversies were fueled by intellectual debates over what precisely happened to Emmett Till. More often, the controversies were motivated by the simple fact that stories of Till's death are one of the few remaining Delta commodities not controlled by agribusiness. More often still, however, financial despair has driven intellectual debate. The desperate pursuit of revenue in the Delta has fueled an even more desperate creativity with Till's story, with the result that the imperative of economic development has unsettled the plot line of a murder that was ambiguous from the very start. If I pay exorbitant attention to the funding schemes that have underwritten the Delta's commemorative investment, it is because these schemes did not simply disseminate a settled story. They also transformed the story in the interest of making it fundable. In the process, the commemoration of Till's murder has transformed most of what we think we know about the night Till was killed. The stories of Remembering Emmett Till are not only exhaustive, covering the full range of the Delta's commemorative investment, they are also locally textured, full of heroes and villains whose names have never graced the pages of our civil rights histories. They are dramatic, alive to the human virtues and vices that have since 19...